right, so D major 7th. We're going to make it this shape. Say if you're making a second position, I call this a second position D minor because I'm only barring the first 5 strings. The way that I was taught, if it's a first position bar chord, you're barring all 6 strings. There's major, and this is the minor. And you're keeping that same shape with your second, third, and fourth fingers. But now you're on D minor. But the first chord that we need to make is a D major 7th. So keep your third finger there. Move your fourth finger from the 3rd string, 7th fret, to the 2nd string, 7th fret. And you're going to move your second finger from the 2nd string to the 3rd string. You hear that? Very bright sounding. D major 7th. D major 7th is one of the most beautiful chords. There's different ways of making it. It's a nice way of making it as well. You can make it when you're using the 6th string as a root, or we're using the 5th string as a root. It's based off of this. You can slide that right up there. D major 7th. Lift up your 4th finger to a D major 9th. So what's a major 7th? Well, that's the 7th note in the key of D. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp. All right? So you're playing that major 7th. Now the major 9th, the 9th is the 2. It's the E, but 1 octave higher. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E is the 9th. That's just for making that D major 7th, like so. Just lift up your 4th finger, D major 9th, to a C sharp minor 7th. That's just like a C sharp minor with the 4th finger lifted up. You can suspend it too. If you wanted to make it high like that, put your 4th finger, because you're on the 4th fret with the C minors. 4th finger will go on the 7th fret of the 1st string. So, to a B minor 7th, it's the same shape as the C sharp. That's your root, C sharp. Here's B minor on the 5th string, 2nd fret. To an A suspended, to an A. So, D major 7th, D major 9th, C sharp minor 7th, B minor 7, A suspended, A. How do we make it suspended? Well, here's your A. Some people like to make it like this. Your 4th finger would go on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. I like to make it like this because eventually you get to a lead easier. So if we were to arpeggiate it a little bit. Fifth, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, just a 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th strings. It's probably the easiest way. Just a 5, 4, 3, 2. 5. I keep hitting the D minor 7th instead of the D major 7th. That's why you're hearing it's a little less bright. Here. Hear the difference between the major 7th and the minor 7th. The minor 7th has 4 different notes. The major 7th also has 4 different notes. But you're kind of flatting the 3rd and the 7th notes of minor 7th. So it kind of like gives it kind of a, I wouldn't even say darker, but just kind of a lower sound to me, because I always felt like major sounded higher sounding, minor sound a little lower. And I don't know if I necessarily agree with one sounding really brighter and one sounding gloomier, darker. I don't know. They're both very useful and both very beautiful sounding. So there's your D major 7th. See how you got that like that? Just lift up. That's your major 7th, D major 7th on the 5th fret, 6th fret, 3rd string, 4th string, 7th fret, second string, 7th fret, that finger, okay? Lift up the 4th finger to the major 9th. This way without the 4th finger. You could put the 4th finger on the 7th fret of the 1st string. This is a minor 7th, just like a minor, but you lift up the 4th finger. That's a C sharp. Here's your root. B minor, A. So if you want to make it fancy, I'm hitting the 2nd string and the 5th string at the same time, using my 2nd finger to hit that 2nd string, and my pick is hitting the 5th string. So this 5th and 2nd string same to the 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. So I think you could even use the major scale, the Ionian. If you wanted to put down a little lead. I'm just going to call this a smooth progression. Sounds really pretty. And you just don't have to limit yourself from the D. You could do it in E, E major 7th, E major 9th, and then to the D sharp, the C sharp, to a B suspended to the B, or B to the B suspended. I think the B suspended to the B is better. So now I'm on E. So don't limit yourself just to these frets. And I'm putting that 4th finger on the 1st string, different fret. So, but back to the D major, 7th, D major 9th, C sharp minor 7th, B minor 7th, to A suspended, to an A. Right there. Okay. Or you can, or even do it right here. I think the major scale sounds pretty good with that. Arpeggiate that. Well, there you go. There's a nice smooth progression with a D major 7th, D major 9th, C sharp minor 7th, B minor 7th, A suspended to an A. And try using different chords. I mean, it's a little bit more challenging, interesting. Just don't play majors and minors. Start thinking about the way I look at it. You've got 7ths, well, 7ths, minor 7ths, major 7ths. 9th, minor 9th, major 9th. Same with the 13ths. When you want to start to get into different chords, you know, you're learning your basic, if you learn your basic open chords, your majors and minors and 7ths probably. Well, you can always doctor up any type of major chord with a dominant 7th, that's just a 7th, a major 7th, like a D major 7th, D major 7th, here's a D, D major 7th, D7, and D minor 7. You can do the exact same thing with 9ths and 13ths. 9ths and 13ths and 7ths are very common. More common jazz-like chords, or just even not necessarily playing a jazz progression, which this particular progression isn't necessarily a jazz progression. It's just a nice smooth progression. That's what we're calling it. And but start to think about those different chords and look them up. I'm sure you can Google them. And it'll be challenging. and exciting to expand your knowledge. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, share, leave me a comment, ask a question if you have any questions, please, and keep playing and have fun.